For fuck's
All right,
sake.
ladies and
Guys,
gentlemen.
we're having all sorts of disasters. Yeah, Mott, take it away while I
We
fix
are
this.
in the game 1 minute before the horn starts. It is DC versus.
Your feet, dude.
Like, you can't hear my feet on the
No,
fucking
with your
microphone.
mouth. Squish your feet with your mouth.
What are you talking about?
Dude, what?
Just make the
I'm
footsteps.
Pudge. I'm walking. Well, no. All right. All right. Well, they're all congregating down to the bottom rune spot
Holy
for complexity.
shit.
Meanwhile, you have everybody else for DC at the top rune spot. Put some wards down. Nothing else is really happening. The way the lanes are going to be set up, it looks like they're going to have Moo in the off lane as the Bat Rider.
God. Sorry, Mott.
What's happening here?
I don't know. For some reason, the coordinator has broken like Dota injecting into OBS, and it's like.
Did you restart both things?
Yes, we're on a monitor capture now. It's
sure it
janky.
looks
They
awful.
can see my exploit.
All right, good. I don't have to talk about,
Enjoy the
those
exploit.
footsteps
No,
and-
don't worry, gang. This is a professional operation. Okay.
It's already been fucked
Mott,
up.
it's you and me, buddy. We're in. I got the. All right, we're in.
You want me to help?
We're finally in. Nope.
We did it, team.
Okay, so
Please do.
please, save me from myself. Okay.
It is canceled mid though. He's already taking a static link from Weehaw. He doesn't have obviously take aim just yet. He's gonna get that later on down the road. But this is shaping out to be normal lanes for the most part.
Yeah, here, let's quickly peruse the lanes as I finally have this up in operation now. So we've got Swindle on the left down bottom, babysitting the Lifestealer. It's an off-lane Weaver played by Moon. Looks like Z-Freak on the roaming Pudge for now. And then up top, we've got Moo on the Bat Rider up against the Weaver Oracle lane. So, yeah, it's fairly standard here. I think it might be a tough lane for Cancel. Pudge has already rotated bottom.
Yeah.
He's getting harassed pretty hard.
He has no regen. He's one more Tango. It's on cooldown for 40 seconds. He's a Fairy Fire. Takes another Brain Sap. He's going to be pretty low. And with those 2 right clicks, he might have died if he wasn't careful. Misery almost got the animation off, but not able to get the Brain Sap. I don't think it would have killed him. It would have gotten him very low, though, with level 1 Brain Sap. Actually, how much HP did he have left? Yeah, he wouldn't have killed him.
All right, off-lane Nyx should be pretty good here. He's getting a lot of experience under this tower. This will get him an easy level 2. Mana Drain, level 1.
This is huge experience for him.
It's interesting to see how the Nyx builds change from game to game. You know, some games you'll see mana burn skipped completely, but I think it's pretty warranted here. Against a hero like Pudge, for example, that mana burn is pretty crippling. Up top?
Yeah, just in general. They're going to try to go for Resolution. They rotate Z-Freak. He has Shikuchi in 1 second, so he will use it. No hook from Z-Freak available. Pudge will back up. He has 2 Tangos ready to go. He also has a smoke if he wants to use it Windlace early on, so the ward will scout out the rotation. Z-Freak's moving into the jungle here. They have a ward in lane for the Dire team. They'll drop their own. The sentry is not going to scout out that observer ward. And they know Z-Freak is probably in the jungle, in the tree line here.
Seems like it. He still needs his level 2, though, so not a big threat at the moment. Misery, he'll find himself an invisibility rune, also level 2. Perhaps can make something happen with this. Looking at CS mid, Cancel is getting obliterated.
This is not
good.
good.
Oh my.
Yeah, he has 2 last hits.
2!
Misery's going to Nightmare him here. They're going to go for a static link. They'll probably use the Plasma Field. This might be a kill. In fact, he has a salve. We'll see if he can get it off in time. Plasma Field, and it's not going to happen.
Nope.
Weehaw gets first blood. That's just that easy with an Indus rune.
Wow. All right. And no ward up top here for the Radiant, so no idea what that rune was. Very unfortunate. The already struggling Sniper now struggling even more, and of course the flip side of that, Mott, this Razor, he's already out of control.
First blood, 16 last hits. He's fine. He's going to have a pretty good time here. And he's got a bottle as well, so he can continue to get some runes and stuff like that. So, I mean, Cancel really has to find a way to get back into this game. It's only 3 minutes in, so it's not the worst thing, but he only has 4 last hits.
That's what's still being displayed.
And Moo in the top lane. Firefly's going. Almost
You
goes
have your
down. The
Dota
Oracle.
cursor.
Hook. They're going to get him.
Is it?
Zaxa is going to get caught by
What
Z-Freak
the
in the top
fuck?
lane. They actually have the tower hits doing some work. And it won't be enough the last right click. He's barely
trying to
alive.
fix
And now
it.
Z-Freak getting dove as well. He's got the rod on. He might deny himself. And he will get the kill with the help of Moo getting it with the last right click. That was huge. What a turnaround.
Yeah, there's your Dota cursor. We are trying to fix this.
Yeah, what the
I have
fuck,
just alerted
man?
Zyori that
I'm
this
so
stream
sorry,
is
guys. This is
absolutely
like-
fucked.
I don't know why everything has broken all of a sudden.
On
We're having
on our
cataclysmic
computer,
failures.
we see a Dota game. It's supposed to be a monitor capture, but it is not.
All right, well, we're on a 2-minute delay also, so we're making the best of this, folks. My God, Suns fan, save me.
Do you have any other? Try the other version of OBS, maybe.
We don't have studio on this computer.
You don't have studio.
Nope, we don't have a backup right now, Mott.
Alright.
Try reclosing Dota and opening it again, letting it update. If you look on the stream, we see a Dota game. The stream
Pull up the
sees
stream.
the
It's
Dota
like-
client and OBS.
It's like not capturing Dota, and I am really not sure why.
I am 100% looking at Zyori's screen, and there is an actual Dota match happening.
Right, so, yeah, just give us a little radio mod here. I might disconnect and reconnect again, see if I can.
So Z-Freak's sitting in the mid lane. He's close to the ancient stack, walking down the stairs. He's setting up for maybe a hook onto Weehaw. Cancel really needs some help. They actually do have Misery over on the right side of the tier 1 tower mid. Z-Freak might see him. It looks like Misery has not spotted him yet. They haven't seen each other. Moon Meander down bottom took an open wounds. He's back to his tier 1 tower. Hold on a second.
We can't hold on, Mom.
Well, I'll just
We are relying solely on you.
all right, here we go. They have Misery, I think, has finally been spotted by Z-Freak. The courier is coming. Misery is looking for a nightmare to set things up here, and Weehaw's going to walk up. But there's the hook back defensively underneath the tier 1 tower into the tree line, so cancel is fine. The plasma.
Now your nightmare lasts forever.
Denied. I've lost my edge. Regeneration.
Ah, this will come in handy. Shrapnel.
Elimination. Killing spree. Hooked him.
They got him. Yeah, that's his second death, too.
You can just fit to screen if you right click it.
Oh yeah, Control F.
Yep. Just make sure you move it down. Yep.
Okay, back.
All right.
Woo!
We are
did it.
live.
Woohoo!
All right, we actually missed Weehaw dying twice in the mid lane as this Razor, which is really important. Sniper's finding some CS now. He's part of these kills, so he's getting up there in terms of net worth. He was below the Nyx Assassin and the Bane for a bit, I believe, and now he's actually up there in terms of the net worth. So he's getting there. Justin down bottom, however, getting ganked by Moon. They're going to hit up the Impale without the Vendetta. Should be enough damage between him and Resolution, and absolutely is. So they'll actually bring down Justin, I think, for the second time in the game. Even though he has the highest CS, it's 2 big kills going their way. Top lane, Plasma Field going out as well. Weehaw, Static Link, they'll bring down the Pudge first move. He has no mana for Lasso. In fact, it's on cooldown for 16 seconds. He already used all of his abilities. The Assassinate comes through. Cancel rotates up in the mid lane. It just helps get that kill. And they're looking for more. Misery is next. He's got no mana. 11 stick charges ready to go in the Brain Sap off cooldown. He'll use it. He'll turn around. Won't get the animation off in time, and Moo will get the kill and a dominating spree.
Oh my. Close call up top, Mott.
Yeah, that was sketchy.
So let's reacquaint ourselves here. 7-5, 8.5 minutes in. DC is holding on to kind of a small gold edge of about 1,000 XP, relatively even. Right now, Resolution, #1 on net worth here on the Weaver. Moon Meander, his bug friend on the Nyx Assassin, sitting level 7 and doing pretty well. In terms of off lane, he's on the tail end of the cores, but he's level 7, and that's pretty damn good for 9 minutes as a Nyx. That means he'll start hunting, and this is the stage where him being off the map is scary. He rotates up, and they might be able to find a kill here.
They have like no detection. Swindles is going to get ganked. That Vendetta takes away half of his HP pool. They need 2 more right clicks, and they will do the job.
Ooh, set up now onto the Life Stealer. I don't know that they have the mana to find this one, though. Moon nearby, Fiend's Grip. They'll throw in the right clicks. And, well, the follow-up stun. Maybe I underestimated their damage. The Brain Sap is enough, and Moon Meander finds the kill. It's a double for the Nyx. Talk about a great first rotation.
Yeah, that was huge. Nyx Assassin finds a couple kills. Down bottom, Resolution gets hooked. Can they bring him down? He's got Shikuchi in one. No time lapse. Good Fate's Edict to keep him alive. And Moo is getting chased now. He might be the one that's getting killed. He's got a brace. He's got a Windlace. He's pretty speedy. They'll drop the sentry down. They have Split Earth ready to go. Can they find it on Resolution? That Pulse Nova is doing some nice damage and won't be able to bring him down. And they will actually catch out this Oracle. He uses his Fate's Edict on himself, but I don't think he'll stay alive for very long.
No, Sakta definitely dead here. Swindle gets credit for that one. And a surprisingly close call for Resolution. There was a stray Flame Break that was trying to catch him, and it did just barely miss, but that would have been a very, very close call. So a sign of life here for Complexity, but always an opportunity cost. DC finding farm and other quadrants of the map. Moon up top. Of course, mid lane here, we still doing pretty darn well for himself. Level 7 on the Razor. He's up to 41 last hits. Looks like he's been ganked a couple of times, but he's starting to recover here, Mott. He's still ahead of the sniper.
He has a haste rune too, so if he wants to get involved with that, he can. Yeah.
Please, please.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Or just one.
Really? Yeah. So, okay. I mean, that's the difference of almost being a haste rune and having a haste rune.
That's pretty funny.
I think they call that efficiency, Suns fan. Smoke rotation here. 3 heroes from DC wrapping around down bottom. They will not find anyone on Complexity in that bottom lane, but perhaps they could rotate mid.
Maybe they will.
There we go. TP in from Moo. Unfortunate timing. He just picked up his drums, so he's a little bit tankier than usual, but still it's a 4, soon to be 5-on-1, and Fiend's Grip will start things off nice and easy.
Yeah, he knows he's dead. No one rotating in, nobody TPing. They'll just try to find farm elsewhere.
That's a dominating streak for Resolution, though.
Yeah, he's really getting involved, and he has the 2 Band of Elven skins as well, so going for that early game build. Resolution's fine, honestly, right now. Treads, level 9, they get the tower. Weehop picks up the last hit. You see, starting to pull ahead here a little bit.
Yeah, they need to pressure this sniper. I think they have a pretty good window here with the Nyx Assassin where the sniper is very punishable. Once he gets the Hurricane Pike, that's where things get a little more tricky. I mean, raindrops are annoying, but he's still not so survivable. Looks like Ogre Club picked up nice and early here. Dragon Lance on the way. They're pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, probably two Dragon Lances this game. Probably maybe 3 if they want to go for one on Razor. Weehaw does pick up the Ogre Club. Not going for the Boots of Travel yet, but like I'm sure that will be part of his build later on. He'll just keep the brown boots and maybe build into the Dragon Lance first to get some more survivability.
That is an interesting curve point, or like differentiation though. I mean, aside from what Sunsfan just said, I've seen Razors go for the early BOTs a lot more commonly. Going like brown boots into Dragon Lance I think is a little bit less common, but Hook back onto Bane. Oracle there to try and save him. He is level 6, has the false promise, drops it, but it'll cost Oracle his life as they rotate in.
Really well for Complexity though. They have the lasso on the Resolution. Can they bring him down to Firefly? Gets the time lapse up. No, it's not in time. The animation was a half second from completing, and they bring down 4. The only survivor is the Nyx Assassin, who's out of there instantly with Vendetta. 4 dead across the map. What a fight for Complexity.
Yeah, pretty significant gold exchange. They're about 2,500 net worth swing. Moon Meander pushing in down bottom, but sign of life for this Radiant side. They will take the lead. It was a 3K deficit, and now moving into their favor. Huge experience to boot, and now a tier 1 mid also going down for the Wrath of Swindle. I'm curious where he transitions into Lesh. Like, what build are we looking at here? He's got Arcane Boots, 1,500 gold. He's starting to get some options.
There's so many options you can go for on a Lesh track here. If they want to have a setup, he can go for the Yule Scepter, potentially. Maybe a Force Staff against some of these heroes might be better as well, but I mean, there's just a lot you could do. Aether Lens for Swindles as well might not be a bad idea, I guess, for Split Earth as well as the Lightning Storm, but he has a lot of gold, so we'll see what he picks up. Nyx Assassin does get the Blink Dagger that he was just saving up for, so he's going to start being a little bit more mobile. I don't know, it was looking really good for like DC for the longest time. They had the top 3 net worth. And the Lifestealer was actually like the furthest behind in terms of the cores. Now Justin's at the top of the net worth chart, and he has his armlet ready to go, Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the great things about Lifestealer is that you can always recover with Infest Bombs. Like, farm is great, but these mid-game fights are so crucial, and he's completely recovered. And they'll linger around up top, and Resolution kind of a hard hero to lock down unless Z-Freak can find the Dismember. He is level 7, though. Some options erupting. Mid lane looks like Moon scouting after options. He's also picked up a Blink. This is a 14-minute Blink Arcane on Nyx Assassin.
Yeah.
Moon has found so much farm.
Yeah, those first early ganks that he had in the top lane, I think he also had one in the bottom lane as well, really propelled him to have this early start that he needs. He's actually ahead of a Bat Rider, which is really impressive. You can't really farm as well with a Nyx Assassin in comparison to Firefly and what a Bat Rider has, so the fact that he's doing that well is pretty impressive at this point.
Yeah. Bat Rider still hasn't really moved around. I guess he's starting to get active now with the drums. He's already used one of the charges. Dagger come out next. Maybe that's when they start looking for mega kills, but they will smoke his 3, baiting with the sniper mid perhaps.
Swindles is going Veil, by the way, which is amazing.
Ah, I like that.
I'm a big fan.
Really good first item on Lush when you have this kind of early farm. He's a pretty low armor hero. Helps a lot against even just the Blightstone mitigates some of that effectiveness.
Smoke is going to occur, but Resolution's already out of the area. I think they smoked on the high ground, so they weren't spotted by the ward. At least they shouldn't have been. I don't remember where they actually did smoke, but they'll just push the top tier 2 tower.
No, they're good. They smoked way back behind their tier 2. So I think this is just a good read from DC.
Yeah.
All of Complexity kind of off the map / grouped around the top lane. But they'll maybe get a tower out of it. Glyphs already come out. The Edict laying into this thing, and it will be turned to rubble as DC looks for maybe a counter tower kill mid, this tier 1. No Glyph, pretty low.
They're going to defend this, but there is a ward that's going to scout them out, I think, with a couple of these TPs. They actually find Bat Rider. Team Script is out, the static link is there, and they'll actually get the 1 kill.
And now Pudge, he gets stunned up by the Nyx Assassin. They might be able to find more aggressive TP in from Swindle. He pops the ult, and it's just to his death. He had the Infest Bomb. They will find a kill on the Razor. Sniper helping out with the Assassinate. It's still a 2-for-1. Fate's Edict on Bane. It'll be just fine, and it looks like the fight will dissipate there. Not ideal for Complexity. They lose the tower, so they don't even mount the defense and still don't take the favorable trade. DC getting the most out of it.
It could have been a lot worse, though, because I feel like they had such good vision, and they were almost like dying one by one. If Weehaw didn't go down there, if he was able to get out, it would have been a lot better, and DC could have gotten even more out of that. But Moon is invis, and he is very close to a sentry, and if they had vision, they would see him right now, but they don't. And he will just barely get out, it looks like. Oh, I think they might have just seen him. No, still don't see him yet. He's sitting like right on the edge of that sentry. They see him. Yeah, just like waiting for him to walk in range of that thing.
Yeah, it's right on the edge. Looks like it's about to expire. He's got the ward. He drops the stun on Justin. This is the ideal opportunity. He's got stick charges though. Moon blinks away, and it'll be all good. Justin just goes right back to farming, and he'll finish off the Ancients.
Ooh, he takes the Ancient Black Dragon too.
All right.
He's gonna fireball some of these creep waves, get some extra farm.
Yep. This is pretty annoying. Hard to deal with at these early levels.
It's like, God damn it. He
Yeah.
just walks away.
2k HP, 6 armor. It's not a lot of fun. Z-Freak, though, has an invisibility rune down bottom. It's soon to expire. Doesn't look like anyone will make themselves available for a hook.
They have the Observer Ward at the Secret Shop for Complexity. This vision they have right here is really nice. They saw everyone was sort of in this vicinity. They see them moving down to the tier 2 tower, so Complexity know that something is kind of happening now. At least people are moving. They have to make a decision as to what they're going to do. The Impale's going to come out with the blink. The hook is going to come through. That'll be end of Moon. He's going to get it nicely. They will lose Swindles instantly. The Assassinate comes out, and now the Fiend's Grip. The fight's looking pretty good so far for both squads. The Infest out. The Lasso Resolution solo. They'll lose the Oracle, and Resolution might just barely make it away.
Nope. Another disastrous fight here for DC. It looked like kind of an even fight until the Lifestealer joined the party, and that's when it changed for the worse. The Dire just didn't have the resources. Now Justin getting so much out of that mod. He's picked up a full Desolator to go with that armlet. They're already having trouble dealing with him. It's just the hook from Z-Freak as well really set the stage for that fight. Sure, they lost their Lesh. Nyx, not the ideal target to hook because you saw Z-Freak get turned around on. You know, you get the free stun with the Spike Carapace, but it's also good to just isolate the Nyx Assassin. Might be one of the scariest heroes against the Sniper in this matchup, so to prevent him from getting the surprise attack, that's good stuff, man. A few more of those, and Complexity will be firmly in control. That puts them now 3K net worth in the lead, 1,500 experience. Topsy-turvy graphs, but more momentum for the Radiant.
I feel like Z-Freak's hook percentage has been pretty high. I haven't been counting how many hooks he's hit and how many he's missed, but he's up there. Like
he's been fairly conservative, so it's quality over quantity for this one.
Exactly. He's not just throwing out random hooks, but maybe if he were, he might be missing more.
Yeah.
So he definitely is hitting some nice hooks, though.
Top, maybe a rotation onto Moon. He does have Vendetta and Blink. It's going to be a hard kill to get. Yeah, he just blinks back. Now his friend's starting to rotate up. Both teams with really good ward coverage around this Dire side. Radiant right here, soon to expire, and Dire have one up on the plateau. They know what's going on. Now Moon scouting it out. Z-Freak in a world of trouble. Vendetta stun. Now the swarm comes from Resolution, and the Bug Brothers will find another kill for the Dire.
He almost denied himself. It was a good attempt, but
Noble.
Yeah. Another one's going to happen there. Resolution, by the way, is going to have his Dragonlance / Desolator here. Those first two items are going to be coming out within the next 400, 500 gold. So he already has his Dragonlance, his Desolators soon to be completed. Obviously, the armlet for the Lifestealer is already done. He has a point booster, interestingly enough. Wow. Okay.
That is kind of interesting.
I'm thinking Ags?
I mean, it
maybe
must be. I don't think Lifestealer is too keen on Scotty.
He's not a Scotty builder. I was just thinking. I was like, that's not the item he's going for.
Yeah, it's pretty much got to be an Ags. Kind of an interesting
Casual
choice.
point. He's going Bloodstone, guys. That's the build.
Yeah, Bloodstone.
Yes. Yeah, because the Pudge doesn't lose HP when he's inside the.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, Sunspan's right. I remember seeing that video where you can stack the. Yep. Okay, I like it. Pretty cool.
I mean, I feel like you could go better items, but if it works, it works. So
Elimination Mode, baby. This is the time to try it. Z-Freak misses a hook down bottom, but it's damn close.
They're gonna go for the lasso anyways. He does not get the Spike Carapace off. See you later. He dies very quickly.
Little greedy from Moon. Dodged the hook and he's like, "Nah, I'm good. Just chilling."
Swindle.
Oh yeah, Oracle
does go down. He actually almost did enough damage to bring down the Weaver with his Split Earth. Quite though.
All right. The Z-Freak working on his Aether Lens, it looks like. Level 10 Pudge. Starting to get those flesh heat points up. This is feeling pretty good for Complexity. This Lifestealer has got a lot of momentum on. I mean, if there's a game to go Aghanims when you're kind of ahead like this, you know, even if it's not the most effective, he can still easily get away with it and not put his team at, you know, too much risk.
Because you're going to have Cancel dishing out the damage later on down the road, so... You can kind of go with that, you know, quirkier build. I think you're absolutely right. You can get away with it in this game, especially because you have Swindle's doing a ton of damage using Z-Freak hitting hooks and getting some nice damage as well. So I think it's a good choice.
And look at this, Cancel not going into a fast Hurricane Pike or you know, even a Desolator. It's going Sanj and Yasha.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
Because they have the Desolator on the Lifestealer that frees him up to not have to go for that item.
Yep.
I'm surprised he doesn't go for the Hurricane Pike.
Hook mid on the Razor, another Infest Bomb, but Oracle there with the save.
Might still die. It's going to be close. I think he should be okay.
Moo wants it. He gets the lasso onto Oracle. They keep Wee alive, but now the Phoenix Grip the other way. Z-Freak gets an easy hook. They will still get the kill on Oracle.
Fight this. DC, I think, should just back up. They dusted. They know where Moon Meander is.
Z-Freak, though, he's getting low. It's a 1-for-1. And I think they just back out. There's this Sentry Ward down and a Dust on Moon. They are more than prepared for this. Fairly even trade at the end. Yeah, that's the Hurricane Pike up on Wee. Good call there, Sunspan.
And also, that's a good trade for DC. Yeah, they lose the Oracle, but Z-Freak is huge.
Yeah, Hurricane Pike first, though. It saved him there, so I guess it's a worthy pickup. But now the Tower Siege.
People coming out, Justin missing out on some damage. They won't be able to take it. Everyone's back alive. They'll back up. They'll do about half damage to the tower. S&Y is done. Aghanims is about 1,000 gold from completion if he wants it. They'll just spread out and farm again, it looks like. Whereas DC are going to smoke up right after they push out that tower. They're going to go right for a smoke, try to find somebody. Swindles is already TPing home, but who else can they go for?
Oh, they're going for Roche. They've got the Deso on resolution, so they can actually do this.
Oh, they didn't. Oh, Roche is gonna walk out of the pit because they were
What?
smoked up.
Oh,
That was so weird. I don't like.
That was weird. And there's a Radiant Ward right here,
Yeah,
so they
they saw
definitely
Roche
saw
walk
it.
out of the pit. They know they're gonna be coming here momentarily.
Although,
They're not gonna be.
Moon, he breaks the smoke. They dust. They know he's there, but they can't find him. He's on the other side of the tree
There's the
line.
infested up lifestealer already inside the pit, by the way.
Oh, no.
Misery's
Misery's going
dead.
down.
Oh my God, is he dead?
Almost a deny, but Sniper gets the kill. And now Roche very low. They might have just handed this to Complexity on a silver
I
platter.
can't believe that. I can't believe Roche just walked out of the pit while the swarm was on him, and it, like, oh my God.
Shannon, did you see that? Why is that just because he didn't have a target to hit, so he just... That was the...
They were. I think they were still smoked like a half second too long when the swarm hit them, and for some reason, like they didn't come out of smoke. I don't know if they like.
Do you think
didn't
that that's
attack
just
him.
a weird interaction with Swarm where he's like hitting the bug that's on him and it doesn't have a space, so he walks around? Like, I don't know.
That was really weird. Yeah, I'd have to watch like a replay or something of that. Like
Quickly, the replay.
Moo and Moon Meander getting awfully close to each other, but nothing actually happening there. So
All right. Well, 20 to 14. 5k gold lead here for Complexity. Aegis up on the Sniper. He's also got his S&Y. Of course, that Veil's been out on Swindle for a while. He has another 1,600 gold on the Lesh rack. Feeling pretty good for what has been pretty much, maybe not roaming Lesh, but support Lesh. He's happily farmed, not too far away from the Nyx Assassin, who was the off lane for DC. And here we go. Aghanim's up on Lifestealer.
yeah, there.
Cool.
This is, he just popped right out. He's like, "Listen, I'll assimilate you, but that's it. Just want to see it works."
All right. Now, is this a game-winning maneuver? Obviously, it's cool. It's kind of gimmicky. It might catch him by surprise, but is it a game winner?
I don't know. It could be. I mean,
I don't know if I've ever... Has anyone done this in a pro game?
Yeah. Yeah.
I see.
Oh, you know what it was? Roche was disarmed or something. It must have been.
Disarm.
I don't know. It looked really weird.
Huh.
I think it was a disarm icon that he had
Well,
over his
we'll
head.
let Twitch chat analyze it in slow motion and give us the results after the game.
This is going to bother me for like the rest of the day, by the way. This is going to be some OCD stuff that I
he's
can't get out of my
triggered.
head.
Here we go. Oh, no. Been waiting for this three-man bomb. It's up the Ancient Granite Golem now,
It's going to come soon.
and they'll smoke up. So
Is
here's
Bug's
the
inside of him?
rotation.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's inside of him right now.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is. You can sort of see the rot. Not really, but you can see the little bit of... I feel like I can hear it. Hey, he's got it turned on.
Resolution's running away. This smoke is going to dissipate. Resolution's going to get caught. There's the lasso. They get the false promise off immediately, though. Now the Fiend's Grip turn onto Lifestealer. It's going to be bad, Andrew.
But now Z-Freak pops out. The Lifestealer survives, and they're going to go to work. Bane taking a lot of damage to follow up on Wii. There's 2 down. Z-Freak finally draws, but Saksa can't save himself. Nyx Assassin, he's made it back, and Resolution has to run. It's a 1 for 3. Another great fight for Complexity, and that was even a good start for DC. That's a Fiend's Grip to get things started. They just don't have the damage right now, it feels like.
Well, that's a surprise. Guess what? They assimilate. And then they actually get some damage to them. They bring down DC. Resolution's able to live. He's almost got his Lincoln Spear. He needs the Perseverance next. But by that point, they're going to take down the Tier 2 tower mid. There's one more Tier 2 tower left. That's the bottom Tier 2. They've seen Moon Meander, or at least they might have. There was no Observer Ward there, so they shouldn't actually have seen him. They didn't have vision, but he did walk through a sentry. He might come through again. He can kill cancel. He does have the Aegis. I don't know if he wants to go on the Sniper. Oh, it's all just one lanes. Who cares? He gets the courier, though.
Courier, very nice.
Finds him, but headshot. no
TP's
stun.
out. Very good. Well, that makes the whole thing maybe not worth it, but at least Moon finding something for the team.
Only headshot disabled.
Yep. Oh yeah, those were the days. Close your eyes, take your hands off the keyboard, and just pray you get that
Got him.
headshot proc. Yep. This is tough stuff for DC. They're behind by a pretty big deficit, and the scary part is they don't really have the late game advantage. Sniper, Lifestealer with these infest bombs, they're going to scale very nicely. Razor and Weaver, it's not bad, but it's not amazing. Weaver has his Lincolns around the corner. That'll help, but...
Yeah, I noticed it earlier. It looks really... I would imagine it's just. I feel like they would say something.
It's hard to say. I mean, that Spirit Breaker thing is. They find the Nyx assassin there.
Careful. Stayed alive pretty long.
Yeah, as long as he could. Oh, you even see it outside of the dragon too. That's kind of funny.
It is following them everywhere.
I thought it might be kind of like that Spirit Breaker bug where he's stuck in the stairs and everybody sees it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You honestly never know with this game, like what bugs you see in game, what bugs are like spectator only.
Yeah, I heard the dev forums are still pretty active. Somebody should post a screenshot there.
Already done.
Hey, Bane up on has a mech now. That's pretty good for Misery.
Yeah, he's actually had that for a fair bit of time.
Yeah,
but he's died a lot.
He's surprisingly
walking in and getting pelted. The mech will go. Static Link comes out. Good nightmare. This could be pretty good coming out for DC. Misery. Dean's Grip already used the false promise coming in and trying to do as much damage as possible before he does get that false promise off. Now Weehaw getting turned down here, Andrew.
Soxa opened up a can of whoop-ass to start off that fight and brought down the Lesh. Now Razor taking a lot of damage. The Fate's Edict soon to expire. Moon finds the kill, and now Lifestealer joins the party, and they are dropping like flies. Resolution, he's already used the time lapse. He doesn't have Shikuchi for 2. His Lincolns is down as well, and he is dead. 2 for 4. DC once again not on the better side of this exchange. It's another 1K net worth gain for Complexity.
More importantly, there's no buyback on these cores. 36 seconds for Weaver, 55 for Resolution, and they're going to take this base rather quickly. Desolator and the Sniper and Lifesteal are hitting it. Even if it's just 2 heroes, it's great. But Moon almost gets hooked by Z-Freak. The Tickler doesn't quite connect. I'll be able to go for the high ground.
Tickled indeed. Tier 3 definitely going down, it would seem. Tier 3, or pardon me, the glyph is now used. Moon reinitiates, goes back onto the Sniper, doing a good job trying to just distract them, make some space, and he actually does keep the tower alive now. In hot pursuit, Bane, no Fiend's Grip. Even though he's in Vendetta, they won't find any kills. Complexity just back on up. Pretty happy with their spoils there. Again, glancing at this graph, it's just an upward trajectory. Complexity all day long.
They're looking really good. 10,000 net worth, like you talked about. Like, this is... There's a lot of, like, I was kind of questioning this Aghanim Scepter, but, like, the damage that you pump out just between the Eruption, you get 400 from killing the Black Dragon, infesting out of that, and then the Erupt from the Assimilate is 300 damage. So it's 700 total damage before reduction for magic resistance. That is really strong.
Yeah.
That's a lot. To bring down especially squishier heroes like the supports as well, it's very easy to do a lot of damage.
It's also insane when you're in close quarters like that fight was and it hits on a couple of them. I mean, it's just a dirty amount of burst damage. Oracle can sustain 1 hero maybe, but it's been a struggle.
I mean, very difficult for DC. They even played that last fight pretty well, but you just couldn't kill the heroes quick enough. There's the Hurricane Pug now up for the Sniper, ready to go, as expected.
A little surprising, Weeha's build, just very different than what most Razors are doing. He's now picked up Phase Boots instead of the BO3s, and now just right into Plate Mail, either Shivas or Assault Kuros, of course. And I think either could work here, but probably more likely to be the AC.
With the Desolator up, just having an armor item is really important to have.
Yeah.
I mean, could argue maybe need BKB or something like that, but at this point, just building armor, trying to stay alive as best as possible. They have the Lincoln Spear on him. They're really falling right behind him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty much always a fan of Shivas, but against heroes like Sniper, Lesh, Bat Rider, even Pudge, there's a lot of mobility stuff, you know, so having that AoE slow can be really handy to try to get people away from the Bat that's chasing them down. But here we go, High Ground Siege Complexity. They are not mucking around. They're going right up to the Tier 3. There's no glyph. They're doing a lot of damage. Where's DC? Are they just going to let this go?
They're backing up. They wanted to put as much pressure on that Tier 2 tower top lane. They're finally TPing in. Blink coming in from Moon. Meander doesn't quite hit with the Impale. Resolution coming in as well. Wants to bring down this Ancient Black Dragon and will. Takes a lot of damage for it. He's going to have to time-lapse already. That's on cooldown now for 37 seconds. The mech will go. They're not pushing just yet into the Raxes, and they'll back together as a team, it looks like, and you just have Cancel Blink away that melee Rax.
I mean, if you're Complexity, I think you're pretty happy with that. You get a Tier 3 tower, your Tier 2 stays standing. All right, I take that back. Cardi's about to finish it off. So you trade towers, still pretty good for Complexity, and DC don't get any counter kills out of it. Now, if you look at that DC vision, they're locked in the base. They only have a few wards down on the other quadrant of the map. Maybe suspicious that they're in Roche, but this is scary. You can't just charge out of your base assuming they're in the Roche pit and hope for the best. Roche has not yet respawned, a little bit unlucky for Complexity, but DC playing notably timid here, and they absolutely have to. Being blind on this side of the map is so scary at this stage.
And it's like the worst time to be in this position. Roche is about to respawn. If Complexity stay around this area, they're going to have an advantage of Roche. Lifestealer, by the way, and this is something Shannon mentioned earlier, they usually do this with a Radiance, and in fact, he is building one. He has the Relic that just flew out.
Oh, wow.
So that's huge. I mean, it's a little, you'd think it's a little late for a Radiance in this type of game, but he could definitely get away with it with the type of game they're playing and how far behind DC are.
Yeah, no doubt. The Desolator doing a lot of damage to the Dragon, though. Stun onto the Lesh Rack to start this fight, but there's the Bat Rider, BK beyond. Now the Fiend Strip, and it looks like the Dire just don't have the resources. Oracle has to buyback straight away. They lose the Razor, they lose the Bane. 2 buybacks used now. Assassinate from downtown. Not enough for a kill, but
they pop out of this freaking Lifestealer and they just destroy everybody. The two just invest, just do so much damage. Force away from Moonmeander, trying to stay alive. They will get the Racks. The Edict doing a nice bit of damage. Weeha's coming in. They TP back in Resolution, and Complexity know they've gotten everything that they need. Forced out at least 2 buybacks, taking the melee Racks alongside the tier 3 tower. Resolution desperately wants this kill. He's going to try to find Swindle. The Splitter just narrowly misses, and it looks like he will fall, but they'll get Saksa in the end. JK, Justin, still has that, I think, punch inside of him. They're going to look for Resolution. No time lapse. Yes, he's got it ready to go. He might need it. He will pop it at the end. Weeha in trouble. Getting dismembered. Z-Freak brings him down, and now Resolution is next on the list. They pop the Hurricane Pike. The hook. Beautifully done. Justin gets another kill on the backside. Now they assassinate Resolution. Will he go down to this? The Lincoln Sphere blocks it, but GG is called.
wow. All right, DC, knowing they're out of options with a dieback on the Razor there, unlikely they'll be able to hold if Complexity press the issue, but that game, from bad to worse, man, just incredibly well done by Complexity to keep that pressure on. They got early